impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Herbert to throw right away. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Denico Autry, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Herbert off of play action. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
First and 10 is Spiller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running left, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Howard. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Prater on to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. A signal for and take. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, what a grab by Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
19 tight.
From just shy of midfield, Willis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Third down, it's Willis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett. He's got Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Brissett. Out to his left. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett steps away. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, At any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Second down, they go again with Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Henry up the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the right side here with Penny. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Mike 9.
Howard up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Underneath to Spiller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
40 work them up. 40 work them up. Check, 41. 6 man.
Herbert throwing again. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Willis will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a Titans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Woods. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another try for Penny. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Prater for the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. Herbert to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert going to throw. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 59 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give to Howard up the gut. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Penny, a first down carry, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Willis with a first throw in overtime. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. Penny up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 30. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Inside handoff, Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now Willis. He'll find Moreau here. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tennessee, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. Woo. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the oxen, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the force. Follow the core and back to the morgue. Take the sheet up and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All that the data, I'm proving it wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Back at it to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dress, and next to the eyes.